Hello class. Today we will be doing a class activity that will be a game that is going to help you practice your assessment skills. This will be a mimic of a real life situation, so your skills should really be heightened after this game, and you should have some experience, even though we are doing it student to student instead of maybe a real life situation. For starters, assessment is something that you do with someone. It is not something that you do far away from one another. Well, you can do it virtually, but a lot of times assessment can be done over a video call like a Zoom, or a lot of times it is in person as an interview. So during this game, you will develop specific strategies that is going to help in this experimental learning opportunity process that is this game. So during this time, you will mimic and mirror skills that you will be using in assessment in real life. So you will resemble the skills you will need to engage clients in effective social work practice. The goal of this is to stress the importance of not only talking the talk in your experiences, but also walking the walk. So what this means is a lot of times our work is done, especially as an online student, it is done on readings and seeing others do it, such as role play videos, which this game will be very close to that. So instead of just seeing what you are learning online, writing papers, you will be walking the walk today as a real life experience. So we will be creating a learning environment that is going to mirror the practice by immersing everyone in the behaviors they will need to learn successfully and engage with clients. So the point of this game is to again help through experimental learning. So as we all know, in assessment, you are one-on-one with the client, you are speaking to them, you are learning about them, you're starting to build that trusting relationship in order to move on to the intervention process, which is very important. So assessing their strengths, weaknesses, limitations, their goals, and how to get them to this. So in this game, you will start out with one other student. But this other student is going to be in an acting role. So these students that are in the acting role, they can dress up, they can accessorize, they can do anything that might bring them into the role that they are wanting to take on in the assessment process. So you are going to become someone different that is needing something. So you will need to brainstorm ideas on that so that you can be prepared. So what you will do is you will start out with one person, and this is going to be, as long as you need, but we're going to try to keep it under 5 minutes when you are assessing this person. But when that 5 minutes is up, you are going to switch to someone different, someone with different issues that are coming to the agency for and that you are assessing for. And this is key because in the social work practice, in assessment, usually you will have not a lot of time, but some time between the cases, and you will have that one-on-one time. But in this, you will have to think quick on your feet. You will have to move from one case with one other issue and many things going on to another one almost immediately. So you will have another student that is acting as if they need something from the agency, and then you will have to think quick on your feet to help them. And this is really important because in social work practice, you are constantly having cases and assessments. So this time it will be sort of a speed dating game. But instead of speed dating, it is speed assessment. So hoping to build your skill up. So these will be modeling practices and teaching behaviors in a very unique experience that someone may have not seen before. A lot of times, as we are social work students, we see others doing it instead of us doing it. We do have some assignments that we do interview those, but this will be a different experience. This will make up the foundation for all that we will follow in the real world with real clients. So combining the modeling with this real world experience that you will see, because these actors that are your fellow classmates will be bringing you problems that you might see in the future, that you very might well see in the future. And then you will be able to grow and change within these students and these clients. So, but you will as well as teach them to recognize and value all forms of growth. So as in this game, you will be interviewing others, but at the same time, the other students in the acting position will then be seeing different sides. So what that student might say to them. So what the social worker side and how they would assess the situation and how they would speak to someone, body language, and how they would approach a situation as if they were the professional instead of the one that is acting, which is key because you are seeing both sides. And at the same time, you will be having fun because this will be sort of an acting role, which is a little different because, as I said, that is hands-on. So this is going to be not something that is traditional. I have not seen this so far, but when students have this creative control and they can take responsibility for their work, they may feel more confident and capable of choosing experiences or learning opportunities that challenge them beyond their comfort zone. So there is not a winner or loser in this game. It is really just trying to gain a better understanding and have that experience as a student in what you may see. So this game, it is preferred that it is observed by the instructor, the professor, because then they can see what is going on. They can see how the social worker, the role of the social worker is speaking to someone, and then what they are getting back. And then hopefully, the hope is of this game that the professor would see what is going on and then take from what they see and teach us how we can be better, teach us what they see that they like, and just inform us on this and have this open communication, but also while having fun, because a lot of times we are stuck in our textbooks and we're not really learning hands-on. So in order to step into that acting role, it could be very fun. And this isn't just going to be one person that is going to be the social worker. The hope is that every single student gets to be this, and then they all get to be the actor for that person. Because it's important that we can all experience this, because as of now, we don't really have that much hands-on experience. And we may be comfortable with our classmates who we've already spoken to, and we can really have a real-life experience, and then learn after from the outcomes of what had happened, and then have a better learning experience and a more well-rounded approach to what we may do in assessment. Also have fun while practicing this skill. So again, no winner or loser, you were just getting further education and an understanding of the skill of assessment.